We have strived and sacrificed countless hours to receive a piece of paper that says we've graduated in a simple handshake. But yet, what have we really gained? We live in a world full of no's, and only you can change that.
Success.
Determination.
Positive outlook.
Effort.
Your life decisions.
And stopping the
no's of life.
You may think you're useless, but you're not. Education is always an option. So keep your head up and work. You will succeed.
Take up one idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it. Now let the brain, the muscles, and nerves, every part of your body, be part of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Swami.
I wish in this video I could tell you that everything's going to be okay, that it's all going to be easy, that you're going to overcome everything that comes in your way. But that wouldn't be the truth. You're going to go through hardships, and we all have. Here's a few people who have been through the same things you have.
When I was younger, my mom always wanted me to have a better education. Like, she always, every time I get home, she always asks, do you have homework? And if I do, she'll sit down and help me do my homework. I would not fail.
Growing up, my mom always played the character of my mom and my father. My father, I met him when I was maybe 6. We went up there to visit, and basically I stayed like a week with him. The following year, I wound up staying up with him for a summer. I stayed with a dude I really didn't know. I'm not gonna say he hasn't been my father, but he's never actually been there. The most we do, he sends money. Leading into that, my mom always instilled in me that I should be better than my father, that I should take my education and run with it, being that that's my foundation to make it out of this small town we call Smith Station. I will succeed.
Well, the town I came from, really, you go to high school, you might finish, and all the girls work in the store, the corner store, and all the guys just cut trees and basically do drugs, and you basically have kids in high school or right out. So my mom really got me out of there because education was really an important thing to her for me. And my dad didn't finish high school, and so I'm going to finish high school, and I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to do all the things that everyone in my town basically when I was born said, she's not going to do that. I'm going to do this, and I left there, and now I'm here, and it gets better, and I just don't want anyone to give up because where you come from, because I swear there's much worse than Smith Station. There's so much worse out there, and I've seen it and I've lived it, not for very long, but I was there for a while, and I go back sometimes to visit, and when people say they don't like Smith Station, I understand it's the only place you know, but there's worse, and you should be thankful because it was really bad where I was from, and you can make something of yourself no matter where you're from or who your parents are. It's your life. In the end, it's all on you, and you can't blame it on anyone.
I can do this.
I will succeed.
You can do this.
One of the reasons why I became very involved in education is that it goes back to my sophomore year in high school at Central High School, where I actually graduated from. One day, my English teacher, Miss Mott, asked all the students who wanted to go to college. And I jumped up and raised my hand, and she said, Richard, you know, you put your hand down. They don't allow poor children to go to college. And a lot of my classmates, they became very upset, but I didn't became upset, you know. I wasn't gonna let her negativity define who I was. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to become into education to make a difference in young people's life. And over the years, I've done that. I've had great success. I actually been on the college level and the pro level. I actually played pro football. And over the years, I've mentored many student athletes as well here from Smith Station High School and surrounding area in Phoenix City of Columbus. I played 2.5 years of pro football, the USFL team. And when my career ended with that, I became involved with the Boys and Girls Club, Girls Association in Florida, where I was the director of Parks and Recreation, and one of the programs I started at the center was a mentor program to the young people in that community. And to believe it or not, out of Fort Myers, Florida, Deion Sanders was one of the students that I actually had an opportunity to mentor him, and as well as his sister and his actually his nephew. He was a very close friend with my next to the older brother, and I also had a background in the medical field. I worked with one of the best orthopedic sports surgeon out of Miami, Florida, Dr. John Kagan. And we became very close friends, and he actually gave me the knowledge that I have today as far as dealing with health and fitness. And when I came to Smith Station in 2004, I actually just finished up my summer intern with the Atlanta Falcons. And so I came here and was hired by John Painter, who at that time was the superintendent of Smith Station High School. And he wanted someone that actually come in and help build the program, and a coach who had strong character and positive influence on student athlete, and he felt like that I would be the person. And over the years, I think I've done a very great job in doing that. Every Thanksgiving for the past 12 years, I go out and I feed the hungry and under the bridge in Columbus. I mentor a student athlete in the Big Brother, Big Sister organization. I've been doing that for the past 7 years. I try to do a good job around here mentoring some of the student athletes at Smith Station High School as well. So I felt like my testimony and my calling was to make a difference in young people's life, but at the same time, in adult life as well. So once you know your true calling, your true blessing, you sort of act on it, and that's what I've done over the years. My life is not about me, it's about what I can for other people. And I thank you for this great opportunity to give you some personal things about my personal life. I have succeeded.